Good morning, friends. Adab, Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar. Today, this topic on my 44th video is going to be very important. So, please listen to it, analyze it, and then people have been asking me, Mr. Das, finish it off. Let's come down to the story. How do we prove ourselves that we were freehold properties? And then we were private and we do not come under the management of the so-called DOs, COs or MEOs at that time. So friends, it's very important. You must read all this. Get to the CLA rule books. Now the more important rules, I'll just brush them first. That is rule 9, subpara 4, management of land. Similarly, rule 10, subpara 1 and subpara 3, maintenance of GLR. We will read rule 43, subpara 6 and 3 of it, where it says the transfer of properties either side in bazaar area and outside. Rule 45, subpara 3, executive officer will inform as per subsections and further on. Similarly, rule 2 of 45, subpara 2, all transfer under TPA Act. These are even under section 287 of subpara 2 of the Cantonment Act 1924, which are other than bazaar areas as per rule 45. Now, what is actually being transferred? If you read rule 2, subpara 2 of it, all immovable properties which fall outside bazaar area and are registered under section 45, 59, 107 and 123 of the TPA Act 1882 are private properties. Do I need to explain anything more if you read these many rules also? So now let's go section wise. So I've bifurcated this entire discussion into 3 sections, section A, section B and section C. So now before I begin this video in an elaborated manner, this video is dedicated to 2 icons, late Mr. T.N. Wal from Kamptee Cantonment and late Mr. Indu Rakhya from Jabalpur. Hours of discussion on telephones, hours. It could be a month, I would say, if in talking time, if you take, or maybe more than 500 to 600 hours of talking, vetting, crossing each other, why this, why not that. Somehow we culminated to these sections in such a format. So section A we begin with. Rule 9, subpara 4. It says class B3 and class B4 lands under the management of Cantonment Board by Defence Department letter number 1283 L/D.4 dated 12th March 1942. The central government has entrusted the management of Cantonment Boards all class B3 and 4 lands in the area notified as bazaar area under section 43A of the Cantonment Act 1924. Now all this specified area is mentioned in note 3 of the same section if you read. If we further go on by various defense letters, I'll just name some of them. 12593/D.4 dated 14th November 1941. A similar letter of 12th March 1942. 9514.L/C and L dated 23rd December 1942. 20th February 1943. Letter number 1332-L/C and L of 23rd February 1943. The central government has entrusted the management of Cantonment Boards all class B3 and B4 lands in the area which are for the time being declared bazaar area under sub rule 2 para B of these rules, as described by the Defense Department notification enumerated in the note of subpara 4 of Rule 2. Where are all this written? CLA rules. So what is in the management of Cantonment Board? And from the date mentioned in Rule 2 subpara 3 or as per section 43A of the Cantonment Act 1924, this is what we have to see. Now if we read CLA Rule 2 subpara 3, reads the area which have been declared by notification under 43A of the Act to be bazaar area as shown in defense notification as per the following. Now we'll go and read these all sections bifurcatedly and all these letters. Now Act 43 of the Act reads, the civil area of any cantonment under section 13 to be made. Now where is the civil area to be made? Now what does Rule 9 say, subpara 3? That class B3 and B4 lands are under the management of the military state officer now. By Defense Department notification number 335/R/D.4 dated 4th May 1938, all B3 and B4 lands in cantonments other than those lands which have been entrusted to the management of Cantonment Board has been entrusted under sub-rule 5 of this rule to the management of the MEO. It's mentioning about this letter of 1938. This shows what is under the management of MEO from the date mentioned and as sub-rule 5 of 9, clearly stating that lands under MEO are A1 lands. Now read Rule 9 subpara 5 for the duties in respect of management of class A lands. See the note, rule / section 14. These rules relate to all the classified lands class A and not any other classified lands. So friends, I think we can somewhere, if we read these and we jumble up this, because Britishers were writing the laws, that MEO was entrusted only in 1938 class A lands. How did he take class B lands under him? So we need to study this. Now we'll come to section B of this finding. Now we will start from Rule 10 subpara 1 subpara 3, which states the maintenance of journal land register. MEO shall maintain a journal land register prepared under Rule 3 in respect of all lands other land in bazaar, the management of which has been entrusted to or vest in the board. See, here also it is saying, and shall register all mutations in column 1 therefore, and shall enter therein. So even the rule itself is speaking this, but we have never read them in the right way. Friends, in between this video, मैं आपसे हाथ जोड़ के एक रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, ये कानून और ये बातें अंग्रेज़ों ने अंग्रेज़ी में लिखी थी। मेरे से बहुत लोग फ़ोन पे बोलते हैं, दास साहब इन सारी बातों को, इन वीडियोस को हिंदी में बनाओ। जनाब, मैं ये हिंदी में नहीं बना सकता आप लोगों के लिए, आपके लिए सबटाइटल्स कर सकता हूँ, पर उसके लिए आपको खर्चा करना पड़ेगा। Are the people ready to spend money? Pay me out and I'll make subtitles in Hindi of all the videos. Now we'll read 2. Every transfer or of right or interest in land in the cantonment registered under section 45, 54, 59, 107 and 123 of TPA Act 1882, of which the information has been sent to him under subsection 2 of section 287 of the Cantonment Act 1924. So sale deeds were being done under the TPA Act. So how come the Grant Act becomes applicable? How does our advocates talk on Grant Act and then Section 3 of the Act says. We'll talk of it later. Here read the section 287 subpara 2, the Cantonment Act 1920, which says sending of information directly to MO from sub-registrar. Subpara 3, every report of transfer of such right or interest made under section 73 of the Act sent to him by the board under Rule 45. Now let's read Rule 73, Section 73, which under the taxation chapter says that the change of name will be made as to make sure from whom the revenue of land or building or combined land with building has to be made and to whom title devolves to. Friends, please jumble up my videos. I just posted a taxation video some days back. What does it say? Rule 73. Here what is it saying? Rule 73 of that same Act. It is also the duty under Rule 45, which is the maintenance of GLR. The duties of functioning assigned to military state officer of maintaining the Journal Land Register under Rule 10 shall be performed by the board in respect of lands in bazaar, the management of which has been entrusted to or vests in the board. So that means the MO is even subjecting the mutation or the sale of the bazaar area also under the GLR register. Friends, once again, what I just said in between, these acts have been written by British officers who were very well read to English, and their command on this language was very excellent. So please don't request me to post these videos in Hindi because it is very difficult for me. All I can do is I can make subtitles, which my videographic person and my team has said. But that will be an expenditure which may cost substantially for every video which you want. If you want, pay out for that, and subtitles in Hindi can be subjected on it. Now friends, moving on, section C. Now we've bifurcated. I've spoken A, I've spoken B, now it is C. Now Rule 45, where it says the management of GLR as per Rule 10 and as per Rule 3 of the 1937 CLA rules. Now what does Rule 45 subpara 3 says? That the executive officer shall forward to the MO a monthly statement showing, in addition to the information required by sub-rule 2, every transfer of right or interest in immovable property. You have to see this word immovable. Outside bazaar, registered under section 44 for 59, 107, 123 of TP Act. Again, and information reached under section 2 and subpara 287 of Cantonment Act. So every transfer has to be reported, and further the board will report it to the MO. So this entire happening has to happen with a statement which shall accompany a lease plan or all relevant documents of the predecessors. Here what does the sub-rule 2 of 45 say? Read the same. The board shall report to the military state officer. Now let's read sub-rule 2 of Rule 45. Every report of the transfer of any right or interest in land other than land in bazaar made to the executive officer under section 73 of the Act, under section 287 subpara 2 of Cantonment Act 1924 by the sub-registrar information reaches. So it is so well defined. If we can jumble up and we can break this puzzle, that Britishers, they made laws in a very disciplined manner. So once again I would say that we are category 3 lands. We are only subjected to 3 doings by the board, that is building safety, taxation and sanitation. We are old grants converted into new grants, revenue free assignments, After that, we were made to pay Lagan in new grants. And this is how these grants transferred in the hands of British officers. So friends, please watch this video very carefully. Thank you. Good day.